to the Auditor-General that it intends to challenge an audit finding to the effect that payment of some $1 million to the firm, Kroll Associates UK, was effected without evidence of work done. Now, this said finding was published in the Auditor-General's report on the accounts of ministries, departments, and agencies for the period ending 31st December 2018. Indeed, the report itself concedes that information on this transaction was requested from the Ministry of Finance by the auditors. The Ministry of Finance, in turn, reported that it will have to get the details from the Office of the Senior Minister, which was the appropriate office that executed this transaction. However, prior to furnishing the audit team with a response, the audit was completed, and a report has now been published to the effect that there was no evidence of work for the payment of that $1 million. The constitutional practice is that the Auditor-General's report is submitted to Parliament, and affected ministries, departments, and agencies are invited to respond. Whether or not they have a valid explanation, a valid response, they have to make that available to Parliament. Parliament then proceeds to make some consequential instructions. The Ministry of Finance believes that at least if this constitutional path had been followed, it would have had the appropriate opportunity to respond at the next forum, which is Parliament, and to explain as follows: that, one, the transaction is properly backed by an agreement that took effect on the 13th of February 2017, pursuant to a letter of intent on the 2nd of February 2017 that was signed by the Government of Ghana. This letter and its content were further included in an agreement dated the 29th of September that same year that covered the transaction. The findings to the effect, therefore, that there's no contractual relation for this transaction, or that there are some irregularities in documentation, or that no work was done, or there's no evidence of work done, are wrong. Those findings are wrong. Ordinarily, the Ministry of Finance would have waited to appear before Parliament and explain itself and provide this evidence. However, since the Auditor-General is reported to have gone public with it already, and the impression is being created that an infraction has occurred, the Ministry of Finance is obliged to also explain to the public, even at this stage before it attends before Parliament, to cure this wrong impression. We want to encourage as a government that we all follow the due process and the laid down processes for all of these reports anytime we have to put them out. The transaction, for the avoidance of doubt, is backed by a well-chronicled agreement. There's evidence of work done, and there are no irregularities in documentation.